Hey, good morning, church family. I just had an encouragement to share from my heart. It's the morning after my dear father Bruce stepped up into glory yesterday. The Lord called him home, and I was just dwelling on and meditating on the goodness of our God, and he brought to mind a psalm from the Word that I wanted to share with you guys. So I believe it'll encourage you and bless you, especially any of you that are going through any sorrow and hardships right now, which I know is plentiful in the world, but especially in this season for us, when we've lost grandpa, dad, but this is so powerful. This is what we have as children, as sons and daughters of God. And I know this is something that is so true for my dad and his heart. And so I wanted to share this out of Psalm 91 and verse 1 and maybe into verse 2. Let me read this to you. It's in the ESV version. It says, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty." And it's interesting because we dwell on things in life, don't we? And today I'm obviously dwelling. I'm kind of reminiscing, watching some old videos, some YouTube videos of travels and adventures, and we can dwell in all kinds of things today. And I wanted to encourage you about what to dwell in. In the New Living Translation, it says, "Those who live in the shelter of the Most High," or "those who live in the secret place of the Most High." There is something so much greater, and when you dwell, it's to live in something. Now, for some of us, we could be living in the past, and I want to encourage you not to do that. That's what I'm telling my heart. And I'm saying, God, I'm remembering the goodness of your blessings on our life, the grace and the mercy, your goodness and mercies that have chased us. And I remember Dad in that way. But more importantly, God wants you to dwell. What does it mean to dwell? It's to live in the shelter of the Most High, to live in the secret place. That place is beyond this here earth. It's in the presence of God. That's where we find life. And whoever will do that will abide, will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. And sometimes in life you can feel like there's some heat. In the heat of the day here in the Philippines, you run for shelter, you run for that shade, just to provide some coolness. And in your heart and mind, you may be finding that right now, and I just felt God just encouraged me to say, hey, find rest, abide in the shadow of my presence. Don't dwell on things that are circumstantial right now. Dwell and live and rest and find life in the truth, and so I just felt, for you guys today, if any of you are struggling, or maybe you remember my dad, if you had the privilege of meeting him, I know many did. He was like a father to many. He was funny, fun, full of wisdom. But most importantly, he dwelled on the truth and the revelation of Jesus in his life. That's what transformed him before Christ and after Christ, and I tell you, in life today, whatever you're facing, this is what I felt God shared with me. He said, come and dwell, come and live in my shelter. Come into my presence. Whatever you're dwelling on today, if it's not God, dear brother and sister, I want to encourage you to find that rest in the shadow of the Almighty. There's only one Almighty. His name is Jesus, sent by our Father in heaven. And today, I just felt you and I will find our refuge and our fortress, our strength in God. And he says in verse 2, "I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." He's our place of safety. He's our place of rest. He's our place of coolness. Whatever heat of the day you're finding in your life or in your heart, whatever heaviness you're going through, I want to encourage you to dwell on Jesus today, to seek his face, to hear his voice. And I'll guarantee you will find strength and you will find peace in his presence alone. God bless you guys, and thank you for praying with us, praying for our family. I didn't know how else to describe our thankfulness for all of your heartfelt messages and thoughts. But what better way than just to declare the truth today, that those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest, will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Let's keep our eyes up to Jesus today and share that with others. I know that's what my father would have loved, and we will continue to do so moving forward and celebrating his life, but more importantly, drawing closer to Jesus today. I want to encourage you to do the same, church family and friends all over the world that are aware of what's just gone down here on earth. But we know that in heaven, this mighty warrior has just been welcomed in. And yeah, one day we'll meet again. This is the hope from glory to glory. But our refuge and our fortress is in God and in God alone, in whom we trust. God bless you guys, and thank you. And I pray that this encourages you as it has lifted my heart up this morning. I'm just meditating on God. God bless.